the Terrell, Texas Zoning Board of Adjustments meeting on Monday, October 28th, 2024. To start, I would like to take a roll of attendance of the board members. I will go around, I'll announce a name, please pronounce here. Matthew Hancock, Chairman, here. Dina Boyd, Vice Chairman, has resigned from the board. Eric Brown.
Here.
Michelle Cheney. Claudia Frausto.
Here.
Dr. Hoskins.
Here.
Hayden Shaw. Okay, at this point, I would like to ask if anyone would like to give the invocation. Please do.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for today, Lord. We just thank you for the many blessings, Lord. Forgive us when we fall short and we take those for granted and see in your presence, Lord. Let us live every day for you, Lord. I ask you to be at this meeting here, that the decisions and the direction that they're made to be to glorify you and glorify the city. We ask for these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
This time, I would like to stand and say the pledge to the American flag and the Texas flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to also say the pledge to the Texas flag. How they Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. At this point, I would like to open the meeting for any visitors' remarks not concerning the case in front of the board today. Okay, there are no visitors' comments. I would like to move on to the adoption of minutes from June 24th, 2024. Are there any questions or comments?
A
Do I-
motion to approve the minutes from June 24th.
I second.
All that say
Aye.
Aye.
aye, nay? Motion carries. At this point, I would like to start the public hearing for variation request 2403 on October 28th, 2024. This time, I'm going to open the meeting to the public for any comments. So are there any guests who would like to approach and make any comments? Yes, so let's go ahead and have the city staff report, and then we'll open it up for public comment.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening. How's everybody? Apologize, a little nervous. I'm not a public speaker. Here, we got case variance 2404. The applicant is requesting a variance for section 16.4 B.2. This section pertains to the minimum lot width of combining apologize for that. I might be in the wrong spot. Anyways, this variance is a side yard setback. This is a SF 16 zoning. The side yard setback here in this zone is 10 foot. The variance request is to allow the carport to have a side yard setback of 2 feet. think, the staff recommends this, variance for, the reason the recommendation is the carport will need to meet other zoning ordinances. One in particular is the two-car carport. To meet those standards, the side yard would need to be encroached. We also had 3 mail-in in favor for this variance, and the applicant has hand-delivered 4 more in favors for the same variance. That is all I have at this time. I apologize. Open for questions.
So let's do the open public meeting, and then we can come back for questions.
Got it.
Okay.
Go ahead and open the meeting for public responses to this request, variance of request 2404. Are there any comments for or against from the public?
We are the owners who are requesting the variance. If you want to hear from
If-
us, we're happy to speak.
If you would like to speak, if you can approach the microphone. If you don't, yes, that'd be great.
Wanted the public before we spoke.
And if you could just say your name and your address. You're the public, sir. If you could state your,
We may be the public.
if you could state your
Address, please.
name and
Yeah.
address.
My name is Mike Chitty, and my wife is Elise Chitty. We live at 723 Griffith here in Terrell, and this is our property that we've occupied as our homestead since September 1977. And we are requesting this variance so we can build a carport on the western side of the existing structure. And the property immediately to our west is owned by Mike and Judy Candler, and they have a carport that probably is within 2 feet of our property line, just slightly south of where this carport's going to be. And Mike and Judy have no objection to it. They would truly be the only property owner affected by the location of this carport. But we've got favorable responses for every property owner immediately adjacent to us. And we are simply trying to build a carport to house 2 vehicles, so the next time it hails, we won't get damage to the car, which we suffered the last time it hailed. And we've lived there a long time and have avoided hail damage until just recently, but we seem to be getting more storms and more hail, so we're wanting to protect the vehicles. Our plan is to construct something that will be consistent with the present architecture that we have, and I'll show you just a rough idea of what we're going to be building. It'll be an open carport with a roof. It'll have 4 columns. The architecture will blend with the existing kind of French provincial architecture of the house. And we will replace what's basketball goal where one of these posts will be now. So we'll replace basketball goal with a post and then add 3 more posts. And I think it'll actually be a very attractive addition to the neighborhood and not detract at all from anything around us. Any questions? Thank you.
Are there any other public comments? This time, we're going to close the public comments. Are there any questions for the city from the board? No questions? We'll go ahead and discuss it. this point, I'd like to open it up for the board to vote for or against various requests 2404.
I move that we approve case VR 24-04 at 723 Griffith Avenue here in Terrell, Texas.
I second the motion.
Let's go ahead and vote. The ayes,
Aye.
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 nays. Motion carries. At this point, we are going to move on to the next item on the agenda, which is, I keep passing it.
That's
Correct.
7.1. And then, of course, you guys are welcome to stay or, yeah, you're more than welcome to stay or go. Yeah,
Yes.
I get the first plate. We're serving dinner.
Okay, item 7 point. So the next item is 7.1, ordinance number 3041.
So, Board, I bring to you here ordinance 3041 that passed in August. This is in reference to the attendance that the board has. If you look at the ordinance there, this is not just an ordinance that was brought for just the ZBA. We revisited all our board ordinances and tenures of years, because we got into some mismatch, and we had a situation on one board that they were all gonna term out, more than 60–70% of them were gonna term out. And we don't need to have that type of arrangement, so it needs to be staggered. So if you look, there's some key things in here, and this is actually gonna start, it was approved in August, we haven't had any meetings. So we really didn't have to start, because you'll see in there, there's some guidelines as what the performance of the attendance roles in there. And I won't read it word by word, but there's some things in there such as a rolling 12-month attendance record. So obviously, we can't do a 12-month rolling when we just started today. So you got for the next 12 months, if we met every month, okay? So we'll have to work that out. Basically, it's gonna be when you meet, because you don't meet every month, so that's gonna be a little bit of the difference. But this was brought, and it's same language for all boards. ZBA, P&Z, Park Board, what else, Patty Board, and things of that nature. So that has the same language in there and the same attendance. So one is a commitment from you as on the board to participate, but this will provide means if someone runs into a hardship, that we can work out the issues. But if there's any questions relative to that, I'd be welcome to entertain them. But I just want to bring this forward to you, that it's before you and you can take that. All righty?
Are there any questions from the board?
Will there be more like ordinances or like sections added to this, or is this just the beginning of like what you guys?
This is the ordinance,
Like the ordinance?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there won't be any addendums or amendments, or this is pretty much the same language, because we've had followed the same language on all the boards, so we can be consistent.
This time, the next item on the agenda, 7.2, is to nominate and elect a new vice chairman to replace resigned board member Deanna Boyd. I would like to propose that we table this till the next meeting, mainly due to the fact there's only 4 of us, so I'd like to see if maybe we get another appointee, maybe we have a fuller attendance. If I can get the board to agree or disagree with that. Yes.
I make a motion, we table till next meeting.
I'll second.
Okay, go ahead and vote on item number 7.2 to table nominating a vice chairman till the next time the zoning and variance board shall meet. Do I have a A?
Aye.
Aye.
Nays? Motion carries. At this time, I would like to go ahead and adjourn the October 28th Zoning Board of Adjustments meeting in Terrell, Texas. Thank you.